This is Dolynny TV, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome back to another edition of Edmonton Oilers discussion here on the channel today. And let me tell you, this is an absolutely exciting video for me to do because this is as real as news will get in the middle of November now. As we enter the 9th, yeah, we're almost there, right? It's November 10th. Alberta had its first big snowstorm, and my goodness, did we ever get hammered with wind down here in southern Alberta? I mean, I spent probably 10 minutes shoveling my 4x4 deck because there was so much snow blowing and crusted up there in front of the front door. But that said, oh yes, snow's flying. That must mean hockey's somewhere around the corner, right? We keep targeting January 1st. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how about I take you back to this time, all right? This time 5 months ago. June 9th. Well, what were we talking about June 9th on Dolynny TV? We were talking about certain guys on the Edmonton Oilers arriving back in Edmonton and doing voluntary Phase 2 workouts. That's what we were working, right? Guys on the ice, working with each other, getting ready for a good time. Well, you know what? 5 months ago, that would have put us just about 2 months away from the playoffs starting. Right, January or July 31st was the first exhibition game for us, and then we went into the playoffs just soon after on the Saturday. Well, you flash forward 5 months. January 1st is the start of the season, hopefully. December 31st is, right, good night to have an exhibition game if I'm the NHL and the Oilers and the Calgary Flames again. And I guess it would have been June 30th. July 31st. Get my numbers all mixed up. Don't ask me to make sense after 5 o'clock on a Monday evening. But, okay, you get where I'm going. I'm trying to make a point here, and I think you're connecting the dots for me, simply put, is the fact that, yeah, we are following the exact same timetable right now to get where we are going into July and August, or would you rather December and January to start the season on, yes, January 1st. The Edmonton Oilers, my friends, as reported by Tom Gagner of TSN 1260 today, have gotten back to voluntary workouts. Yeah, I promised you real hockey news. Well, if you don't see the smile on my face, I don't even know how to contain this. I looked at this at work probably about 2 hours ago, and I'm like, I can't deal with this right now, but yeah, this is beam and make yourself happy. Brighten up after a terrible weekend, especially if you're in Saskatchewan or southern Alberta, past Calgary. Yeah, the boys are back. I mean, it's not Connor McDavid and Kyler Yamamoto and Joachim Nygaard and Oscar Klefbom who won't play at all this year. No, but it's still some pretty important guys to this hockey team. And they're still voluntarily working out, which puts us on that 2-month timeline, right where we were in June. And ladies and gentlemen, I was right excited back in June. I mean, I was off my rocker from June to pretty much September. But mind you, this time, clear head, things are good, life's all right, and hockey is slowly coming back. This is the first sign. We've been through this process once before. This is the first sign that hockey is coming back. Sorry, just had to beat the cat to get out of here beating on the other cat. But let me read the tweet for you. For those of you that don't look at the screen when I'm doing a video, hey, I don't judge. I'll get you this going. Voluntary workouts have begun here in Edmonton. Small group of Oilers taking part, including, this is coming from Tom Gagner, by the way, Leon Draisaitl, Darnell Nurse, Tyler Ennis, Alex Chiasson, and Stuart Skinner. Pretty much the starting group, I guess you could say, that we saw way back when voluntary workouts began in June. I believe Skinner, Chiasson, Ennis, and Darnell Nurse, or somebody else, were the core five. Tyler Benson was part of the core five that started off in the voluntary Phase 2 workouts. Sam Gagner. There you go. There's your little carrot for you in this tweet. Sam Gagner also part of the group, as the protocol is similar to Phase 2, so players from other teams may be included, right? Everybody could skate with everybody, but as long as it was in your home city or close enough to your home city for NHL designation. So it worked. And here we go. We're going again. 2.0, except for this time it's the 2021 NHL season getting underway. We aren't wrapping one up. We're getting one started in the face of everything going on. And you know what? End of the day is scary times ahead. Sure. I mean, if you ain't reading the news and you ain't scared of anything that's going on, well, you beat me. But end of the day, you can get doom and gloom about the news, or you can take the fact that something that makes you happy, makes me happy, makes the next person happy on this channel is going to be returning on a 2-month timeline if the previous history of this sort of thing works out like it did last time. So, good news? Heck yeah. Heck yeah, this is awesome news. This is, I promised you, real hockey news. This is as real hockey news is going to get without Ken Holland picking up the phone, calling New Jersey and saying, here's Chase on for a 7th round pick. That's as real as hockey news is going to get until something like that happens. But, wow. All right, you know what? Crappy weekend. It was a terrible weekend. And I mean, yeah, I get it. A couple of people called me out for how I approached that Alex Chase on to New Jersey video I did. But end of the day, what else did I have to talk about? Honestly, what else news was there? I could not find the original source on the Clefbaum discussion that Ken Holland had. So, I mean, we already had that discussion twice already. We didn't need to have it again. So, here we are. Dark days of Oilers news, but that's why I'm smiling so much today, is we got some really good news today. And I'm looking forward. You know what? I've been the guy that's been sitting here saying probably won't see hockey till February. Don't worry about it. We won't see it till February. February, target that. Don't target January 1st. But if this is what we are seeing here on November 9th, sign me up. I am now on board. And this is something else I need to approach in a video here soon, is why I change my opinion so rapidly on things on the Oilers and players and stuff like that. But when new information becomes available and you can use that to inform yourself further, no crap, your opinion's going to change. And that's why, again, today my opinion's flipped from being that naysayer that says February is probably more realistic to now, you know what, let's go January. Let's go. Seriously, we're 2 months out. Let's do it. 100%. I don't care what's going on in the world. Didn't care back in August. I wanted my hockey back. Yeah, was I disappointed? Sure I was. But do I want hockey back? Yeah, you know what? Even if I'm disappointed again, so what? Give me something. That's all I'm asking for. Give me something to work with here, because I'm getting tired of having to sit here and BS with you guys every night about maybes, what ifs, and could be's, when we could be talking actual games, breaking down what Mikko Koskinen did in net tonight. Connor McDavid scoring a beauty goal. Leon Draisaitl putting up a 3-point night. Kyler Yamamoto being a point-per-game player. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins leading the NHL in scoring because he's playing with Connor McDavid. Dominic Cahoon being that top 6 winger we've never had. Right? Like, give me the storylines. Darnell Nurse being the best number 1 defenseman in the NHL. I mean, it's 2020. Stranger things have happened. So the only way we can have any of those storylines come true is if we get back to hockey. And I'm sorry, I don't got much else to do in the evenings. I'm a pretty boring guy. I know a lot of people speculate on what I do in my evenings. I will tell you right now what I do in my evenings. I come home, I let the dog out, I feed the cats, I come down here, I record a video, I play video games for 2 hours until I record another video, then I play video games and go to bed. You wanted my life story? There you go. So do you understand why I am so desperate for hockey news and hockey related stuff? Well, life's pretty boring. I work for 8 hours a day, Monday through Friday, and get life done. Do I have much of a social life? Not really. But the boys at work are pretty good, and I ain't going to complain about socializing with them. So, you know what? That's life. And if you see me gone for a night, yeah, I probably went somewhere, went with family, or went with a buddy or something. But end of the day, we're not supposed to be socializing much anyway now. So maybe my life doesn't sound as crappy as it normally would maybe in 2018. But yeah, right? I'm starved. I want hockey back. I need hockey back. I need something in my life that's new and exciting. Because let me tell you, it was pretty depressing to watch that February 2016 game against the Columbus Blue Jackets that they had on Sportsnet. Was it last night or the night before? Because I'm sorry. I mean, I can't remember how that game went other than the Connor McDavid goal, but watching Nail Yakupov play on a line with Mark Letestu and Zach Kassian, yeah, for a guy that used to call himself Yak City Gaming on YouTube, that's pretty disappointing and depressing. So, Tom McClellan, glad he ain't my coach anymore. But Tom Gazzola, like I said, gives us the news to smile about today, and I'm very excited to share it with you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's edition. Little rambly, little ranty, but I think that was how Phase 2 protocol went when I announced that back when the Core 5 came on the ice and started things off for us on a terrible playoff run. But hey, can't get much worse than that, so light me up. Let's go again, baby. Let's go again. Yeah, all right. I'm a fool, and I play a fool, but at least I own it. I think that's the one thing I do well. All right, I promised you I was gone. Here I am still rambling. I'm Tyson, Dolynny TV. Thanks for tuning in. I am up on out of here.